Welcome to OLLI Senior Readers Theater at Western Michigan University. Readers Theater requires audience members to listen carefully and to use their imaginations, to fill in that which cannot be seen. So you are players too. We ask now that you make sure your cell phone is turned off at this time. In our play entitled In a Crowd Alone, each chair represents a single apartment with one resident in a senior complex located in a city like Kalamazoo, but it could be any city where people are isolated by walls. Much is left to your imagination. Our play tackles the effects of loneliness on the senior population. The University of Michigan interviewed adults between the ages of 50 and 80 and found that 1 in 3 lacked regular companionship. Likewise, Global Health Research conducted a survey and found that 43% of older adults living in communities admitted to loneliness. In fact, loneliness significantly contributes to the decline in the physical and mental health among the aged, leading to dementia, heart problems, stroke, and more. We hope to highlight this problem for people working with seniors, and indeed the seniors themselves. Awareness is part of the cure.
My nostrils have been assaulted. Apartment 2's been frying fish again. That smell seeps through the halls and under the doors, so the entire building smells fishy for hours. I hate to give up this corner apartment and its beautiful view, but what with apartment 2's cooking and the noise coming from apartment 3, there's no peace and quiet. I can't plug my nose and my ears at the same time. I shouldn't have sold my house to move closer to my daughter after my heart attack. What good did that do me? I hardly ever see her, and I miss my old neighbors. I don't know anyone here, and the ones I do know, I wish I didn't.
I can't tolerate this silence. It's so loud that I hear my own heartbeat. Well, let's see what's on TV. Oh, there, that's better. I love Maury Povich reruns. All the noise reminds me of my childhood. How I long for those days. Our house was full of love, and we 6 kids were best friends. We took long bike rides together. We stood by one another. We played together. All my brothers and sisters have since passed. Just about everyone I cared for back then is gone now. It isn't the same without them. I feel like I'm just passing time until it's my turn.
Now, where did I put my address book? I just had it for Pete's sake. I keep losing things. Oh, maybe if I retrace my steps. Ah, there it is. Oh, I was sitting on it. What would I do without, this address book? All the important people and numbers in my life are in it. Oh, let's see. I haven't spoken to Roberta for a while. I'll give her a call. Hi, Roberta. It's me, Lori. I thought we could catch up with each other. How have you been doing? Oh, I called it a bad time? Oh, how about tomorrow? Oh, well, have a good trip. When will you return? Well, why don't you call me after you settle back in? Bon voyage. Oh, that Roberta is always coming or going. I wonder what Jerry's up to. Last time I saw him was at the bus stop and we didn't have a chance to talk before his bus arrived. Hi, Jerry, it's Lori. Caught you in the middle of something? Okay, maybe some other time. Bye now. Oh, I just need to talk to someone. Maybe I'll go down to the Commons for some coffee.
I have to take the garbage down to the dumpster, but I don't want to run into that nosy biddy in apartment 4. She'll talk my ear off about all her friends. I don't even know her name. Lately, it seems like every time I open my door, she tries to ambush me. I'll wait until later this evening when I can see a light under her door. Oh dear, I forgot. The weatherman is calling for rain later. Gosh, I really want to get rid of this stinking garbage bag, and if I wait too late, I'll have to wear a raincoat and galoshes. Oh, what should I do? What should I do? Take a chance now or wait until she's gone to bed? Or I could stick it in the closet and go down really early tomorrow morning. What should I do?
Oh, yes, Johnny. The fish are excellent. Thank you for bringing them last week. I split them up into 4 servings and froze 3. I'll do what I did last month. Cook 1 a week. But you're welcome to come more than once a month. Next time, bring my little grandson to see me. I won't recognize him in another month. And hey, what if I catch the train to come and see you next Saturday? Okay. I know you're busy with your practice, son, but I'm grateful that you think of me when you find time to go fishing. I love perch and bluegill. I really love anything you bring. Well, all right then. Give my regards to Myra and kiss little Charlie for me. Talk to you soon. Another week without visitors, unless that tenant in apartment 1 comes over to complain about my fish dinner again.
Aw, look at the children on the swings in the park. I used to push my daughter for what seemed like hours in the swing. The neighborhood was so lively. There was always a sandlot baseball game, tree fort battles, and in the evening, kick the can. Gradually, the kids went their own ways. We parents became empty nesters, but we all looked out for each other. That's what neighbors are supposed to do. What's that I hear? Good grief! Maury Povich must have revealed the results of a paternity test. I can't abide the screaming and shouting. Why can't he watch a cooking show? Even The Price is Right is better than Povich. Bam, bam, bam! Turn it down. He has the volume up so loud he can't hear. Knock, knock, knock.
Oh, I thought I heard somebody pounding on the wall, but it's the door. Why, hello, neighbor. Too loud again, huh?
It's not like these walls are soundproof. When you turn up the volume, I become a captive audience to the show you are watching. What you hear, I have to hear too. And let's just say that your taste differs radically from mine.
Well, I'm sorry. I'll never get used to the quietness of this place.
That's why I settled on this apartment building of all the ones I looked at in the city. Most senior residences are quiet.
Okay, I'll turn it down. Povich is in reruns, and I've seen this episode before. Turns out she cheated on him. He is not the father.
What a relief.
Everyone is inside. Good, I can get rid of this garbage now. Hi there!
Do you realize that we have not been properly introduced? You have lived across from me for 3 months now, and not once have we exchanged names. I'm Lori, and you?
I can't talk right now. I gotta do this.
I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name.
It's Kelly.
Really? One of my very best friends is named Kelly. We go all the way back to kindergarten, 1st grade, in PS7 Kingsbridge in the Bronx. At recess, we would play tetherball. It was such great fun until she got hit in the face and broke her nose. After that incident, we stuck to less violent playground equipment, like the monkey bars or the merry-go-round. Her nose was never quite the same though. It's skewed to the left and it's ripped constantly. After we graduated, she had a nose job that summer before we went off to college. We remained friends right up until she passed last week. I really miss her already. At my age, there aren't too many people living who have known me all my life. You know, I went to my 50th class.
That's all very interesting, but I really don't have time to talk right now. I have to take care of this garbage. Excuse me.
Oh, well, I feel sorry for Kelly. She has no social skills.
Knock, knock, knock. Must be out. I'll try later. Knock, knock, knock.
Oh, I wonder if that's Kelly here to apologize. Oh, hello. You're the apartment manager, aren't you? What can I do for you?
I'm here to remind you of the mandatory meeting tonight at 7 o'clock. The landlord wants to meet with all the tenants.
So why have you been called to a meeting without being told its purpose? How important is it?
Important enough that we think it's necessary to have face-to-face and address any questions you may have. See you at 7.
Okay.
Oh, there you are. Will you be coming to tonight's meeting?
Do I have to? I have a very prominent client who requires my services, and his deadline is the day after tomorrow.
It is mandatory. There will be a sign-in
Well, if it
sheet.
goes on for more than half an hour, I will leave. I have a schedule to keep.
That's up to you. Knock, knock, knock.
The TV is blaring, so I know he's in there. Just a minute. I'll see if I can rouse him. Bam, bam, bam! What's that?
Why, hello.
What's all this noise about?
Good. While I have the three of you here, I want to remind you of tonight's meeting at 7 o'clock.
I'll be there.
Can't you tell us more?
No, you will find out at the meeting. It's very important that you attend for this reason. See you there.
I'll bet they're calling us down to tell us they're going to be raising the rent.
Another increase? They will have a fight on their hands if they do.
Act 2 takes place in the community room of the senior complex, where the tenants of the building are gathered to learn the purpose of the meeting.
Well, it looks like almost everyone in the building is here.
By my watch, it is 6:55. They had better not be late. I have work to do and a deadline to keep.
Why, here comes the landlady. Let's see what she has to say. It can't be good news.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for coming.
Oh, as if we had a choice.
I have a PowerPoint presentation to explain why your presence was required this evening. Here is a graph showing water usage. The city raised the water rates last month. Here are the new totals, and there's something that has to give. And that something is your monthly rent. Upon the annual renewal of your lease, the additional cost for water will be prorated and added to your rent.
Speaking of the lease, and I have it here in my hand, it clearly states in section A, number 6, that, quote, the landlord must provide heat, garbage pickup, maintenance, janitorial services, good lighting in common areas, and hot and cold water, unquote.
We do provide those services, but the lease does not say anything that we're required to pay for them.
The legal intent behind provision is payment. Up until this point, you have provided and paid for these services, so you set the precedent. Maybe we should ask to have our rents itemized so that we can see how our rent money is dispersed.
Well, I'd be happy to create itemized spreadsheets for the tenants so that we can see where all our expenditures are going and how our rent is being used.
Tonight's meeting is the first we've heard about the water rates and our usage. You have other options. For example, rather than raising our rent, we can all try to use less water. We could take Navy showers like they do on a ship.
What, pray tell, is a Navy shower?
I know, I'll show you. It's a real time saver. You step under the shower head, you turn on the water, you get all wet, turn off the water, step out, get all soaked up everywhere, step back under the shower head, turn on the water, get all wet and rinse off, turn off the water, towel off. 2 minutes, tops.
That's right. You do have other options. We can save even more water by showering with a friend. Maybe not. On the other hand, why don't you look into replacing our shower heads and faucets with low flow mechanisms?
One of my clients owns a plumbing company. I bet he doesn't take short showers. He has every water-saving gadget imaginable, and I can get you a quote. You can go so far as to monitor toilet usage on your smartphone by installing a device on each toilet that alerts you to every flush, if you want to get really anal.
All right. Here's what I'll do. I will take these ideas back to my partners and let you know by next week what they have to say. For now, we'll put the rent on hold. Check your email for details about the next meeting. Good evening.
Hey, before they call the next meeting, we should file a complaint with the Rent Control Commission.
Well, that's a good idea. Why don't we form an apartment association? We came up with some really good counter arguments tonight. Just think what we can do if we actually come together and work out strategies to deal with these issues that affect all of us. I'd like to get better acquainted with all of you too. After 6 years of living here, I only know 2 other people whom I seen in the laundry room or elevator. What about you two? What do you think about forming an association?
Well, I worked as a certified public accountant before I retired. I spent more time with numbers than I did with the people in my life. And I didn't fully appreciate them until they were gone. I'll be frank with you. I found that I do need people in my life and a purpose in life beyond watching TV all day long. Tomorrow, I'll get started on researching water options and cost savings. I'll even make up some spreadsheets.
I'll give you my plumbing client's brochure to get you started.
You know, I miss working with people. I used to be the customer service manager for Macy's downtown. I will add your names and numbers to my address book and keep everyone informed when we want to meet. Kelly, I never see you leave for work. What is your profession?
I'm a graphic artist and I work from home, so I discipline myself to adhere to a schedule. I can design flyers, pamphlets, brochures for the apartment association. Depending on my work schedule, I may not always be able to make meetings, but I will say this, I feel a lot more secure knowing who my neighbors are, and I'll make a better effort to be a better neighbor myself. I'm sorry I don't know your name or what you do.
My name is Linda, and I am a partially retired legal assistant for a small law firm. Every so often, they may call me in when they are inundated with civil cases. I can help by digging into case law or about rent disputes.
And I can pursue all the red tape that the commission requires with each complaint. I used to work for the city and retired from state government. I have no qualms about taking unfair rent increases to a higher authority.
How can people live next door to one another or down the hall and not know anything about each other? It just doesn't seem right. Is that your son I sometimes run into? He brings you fish wrapped in butcher paper.
That's my son. He's a cardiologist. He brings me fish because he says fish oil is good for the heart.
Really? I'll start eating fish. I had one heart attack. I don't want a second one. Look, I have a big corner apartment. Let's hold our first meeting there and devise strategies for the next meeting with the landlady.
Even better, why don't we make it a potluck? Everyone brings a dish to pass.
I'll bring
I'll bring
fish.
dessert.
I'll bring fish.
And I'll bring the chips to accompany your fish.
Put me down for coleslaw.
Well, neighbors, I think we will indeed make a good team. I no longer feel like I'm in a crowd alone.
Thank you. We would like to acknowledge our members on and off stage. Would you please stand?
Kelly.
We would also like to thank and acknowledge our interim director, Mary VanDerMaas. Our stage manager, Sharon Wade. Our playwright, Kelly O'Leary. Our tech master, Reed Shilts. And our director, D. Terry Williams.
Stand up. Stand up.
Those of us in our elder years need socialization, yet it is during the waning years of our lives that many of us may experience feelings of abandonment. All of us experience loneliness and isolation at times during our lives, but a continuous state of disconnection can lead to health problems. We're preaching to the choir because most of you know that the best way to alleviate loneliness is to become involved in the community. Please encourage your friends to join OLLI and meet a host of new people through classes, travel, social hours, and community activities. The membership fee is a small price to pay to unleash a year's involvement in a wealth of activities, including the opportunity to meet people from all walks of life. Readers Theater has become an outreach mechanism for OLLI, but we need your help to carry our message farther afield. If you have ideas for venues or contacts with churches, organizations, colleges, or multi-generation businesses, please let one of us know. Now we'd like to open up the floor for a brief question-answer period before we divide into our groups and meet the instructors.